Hey everyone, it's Hydro Pump here. Today we got the finals match of R.B.E.T 3. We got Dragon Turbo versus Blackwing slash Vayu. And this is a rematch from the bracket earlier when I lost to Monster Gamer. So he's on the winner side bracket. I'm on the loser side. So I had to beat him in 2 matches, whereas he has to beat me in only 1. So it's kind of an uphill battle, but we'll see how it goes. I think I managed to win the die roll here. I do. So we have not a whole lot going on here. I might just shotgun the car destruction. Yeah, so I set the trade in and get rid of the Pie Iris. Now you could try to keep Pie Iris, but you're kind of just hoping you draw something good to fill up your grave with monsters. I like to keep the trade in because I have a pretty decent chance of finding a level 8 here. And then he discards his hand, and he lost Gale, Bottomless, Solemn Judgment, so he had a pretty decent hand. Let's see what he gets. And then, yeah, so he gets Grepher Vayu, which is nice. And I found it at level 8, so I'm going to trade that in. We're going to upstart, and we're kind of just stuck here. So I think I just went ahead and passed. Unfortunately, not finding a Super Rejuve. Super Rejuve probably would just won the game if we found it in our top 13 cards. Fortunately, it was not there. And he just goes for like the Grepher Vayu play, get 4,000 in, go swing, swing. I'm probably gonna drop Gores here, which I do, and kind of smack in the face. My next card was Super Rejuve. I could have drawn a lot of cards if Super Rejuve was like a White Stone or a Lightning Vortex instead, or if it was one of the cards that is drew, because I discarded 4 dragons there. I could have done Instant Fusion, get Brionic, and I probably could have been upwards to like 8 cards on Rejuve, because these White Stones are going to get more Blue Eyes, and if I'm just Brio bouncing constantly, because I make Brio with Instant Fusion White Stone, so I'll be discarding 1, I'll just be discarding 4 more dragons, so I'll be at 8 draws for the Rejuve. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So we go Instant Fusion here. Trying to think why I did Instant Fusion. I think I was gonna go for so if I was able to somehow get the Bionic play off, I was gonna do that just because I could discard a lot of dragons. And yeah. So I did Instant Fusion to test to see if he had oppression. Because if I did White Stone Synchro into a play and then I get oppression, at least out on one of these monsters on the board, which I did not want to do. So he Icarus attacks my Gores off the board, and I take a Lightning Vortex just to get the Grepher off board, and then I get a draw because I don't want him to like get another Vayu engrave, which he has 1 in hand. So we're just gonna Rejuve for 1. Yep, and he sets the Vayu. It's pretty obvious that it's Vayu because he's only playing Blackwings and the Vayu Turbo Engine. He's not playing Raikou. So it's pretty obvious that this is a Vayu, so I'm just going to pass here. I drew the cards of constants, so we're just going to trade in here. Going to, fetch a Rejuve back, so we're going to be drawing 3 per Rejuve. So this is the first Rejuve, second Rejuve, and then third Rejuve. So yeah. And then unfortunately, very unfortunately, he found double Whirlwind and then he finds Bora. Where, let me see here. I guess that's technically a game if he found a Blizzard here, right? No. Yeah, because he wouldn't be able to make a synchro play. So yeah, pretty unfortunate that he found Bora. I think would Shura get done here as well? Because Shura can run over. He summons a guy. I would, yeah, I think I'd die to the Shura as well. That's kind of unfortunate. You found double whirlwind Bora, or just like a double whirlwind Blackwing. So he just gets double clue and kills me. Otherwise, I probably would have just won the next turn because I had True Nade and Red Eyes and all that stuff. So a little unfortunate. Unfortunate of Riju being my top card after I discard all the dragons, and then just like not having another turn. So we go trade in here to discard the Blue Eyes. I have a decent hand if I can just keep on drawing cards. He opened a DD Crow pretty much. Unfortunately, did not find much, but I summoned the Drago just to put out there. Just so I don't get brushed down by like Greffer or Armed Wing. He goes to Roku here. That's fine. And I think I just send the... now, the card destruction is going to be a little risky here because I have to send 3 red mids. But I decided to go for it. It's better than doing nothing, I think. So my only way to get these back is through Pot Avarice, which is... if he happens to have a DD Crow for that, it might be a little devastating. But he lost a Crow there, so that's good news for me. And we find the White Stone and then into the trade-in, which is very nice. And then we get into Future Fusion, which he does not have a way to stop. I'm just going to empty my deck, get a couple Blue Eyes here, or just the one. And we find some more gas with the trade-in. Again, unfortunately, did not find the Rejuve. Well, I don't think I really needed a Rejuve, or did I? I don't know. And he gets Blizzard, Brionic. He spins those 2. And he just does like a huge blow because he pumped with Sirocco and Shura Blizzard. And then he got the 14 on top of that. So we're going to MST here. Trying to find like a... if he's on Starlight Road, just going to MST just to get rid of that. And we're going to swing for 18. Maybe I guess I kind of had to do it, but I could have. Let's see here. I don't know if any synchro play really helps me out there. I could have potentially synchro with Debris Dragon and Insfusion and all that, but I think I just wanted to save it just in case. But could have been bad if he had like well, I guess yeah. Well, this track was only at 1200, so if he had like a Sure, I'd just lose. But yeah, it's a little dicey. Could have maybe done something else a little different there, but I set the Decree instead. If I could have kept track a little bigger, then yeah, so might have been able to do that a little differently. But if I hit Dragon comes out because he just has to pass, he tries to bottom us, and I activate Decree, and that's just going to be game here. Alrighty, so we're on the game 3. Now we're just going to look at the hands. Now he goes for a crazy play here. So he summons, special summons Greffer by ditching Dark Arm, and then he's going to make Armed Wing. And this is pretty much for like the deck dev play. Now, my hand was pretty good, but I got hit with deck dev, so I'm going to lose out in the Breed Dragon Whitestone. I'm going to add a Blue Eyes. Well, now we're just kind of... Now, in hindsight, setting this treacherous trap hole was probably a bad idea, just because the surprise factor is gone. He already knows it's there, so I should have kept it in hand, and you'll kind of see that, come back to haunt me later on. So we're just kind of doing pass, draw, pass, draw. This was kind of a big deal, just milling the guard on my last turn, which was unfortunate. He finds the Starlight Road, which I was a little scared of earlier. Yeah, nothing here still. Now this is kind of like where I messed up, because like if I kept trap hole in hand, I could have, have Gores live. And then weird, so we found Upstart Goblin, and then to another Blue Eyes. So I pretty much have to find like a monster just so I can activate this trap hole. And I drew into Pyavers. So I Lightning Vortex just to get rid of the Gruffer, so I don't have to worry about like him just top decking like a Blackwing, getting back online. So I'm at 4, so I'm trying to just fill up for this Pyavers. And maybe I should have kept this Rejuve in hand rather than set, like, I could have sent another Blue Eyes. But then if I draw a trade in, that's a little awkward. But I think ultimately this game went pretty bad when I had to set the trap hole. Now, I think I should have used Heavy Storm here. And the reason for that is, or, I mean, just in hindsight, if I use Heavy Storm here, he's going to Starlight Road, and then Heavy Storm is going to clear, or, and then I can use Trap Hole to clear the Stardust, and then I can activate Gores. Now, it's not going to matter because he has Icarus attack, but it could have mattered. And that would maybe get me 5 monsters in grave for Pyavers. I drew another Pyavers. Now here, I could have just sent another monster to the grave just to make the hand size, just for hand size. Which I probably should have, because then I would have 5 monsters in the grave instead of sending Pyavers again. And yeah, so this setting stuff probably just did worse for me than not, because then I would have had Gores online and would have had some kind of plays to do. And then I just lose to Kaloot Beatdown pretty much. But yeah, I think I should definitely play that a little bit differently. It was just like an awkward situation. Not setting the trap hole and like just not setting these cards just so I can like use Gores and Pyavers. Just like it was just a little weird, because usually like you don't go this far without drawing something like Cards of Constance, what has got me out of the situation. Card destruction, Future Fusion, like just like a lot of stuff. Like even if I drew Future Fusion, he goes Oppression, I go Heavy Storm, wipe his back row, summon Gores, go from there. But yeah, it was just a couple like all my weird hands. Like I played against Monster Gamer twice, and my weird hands were just like against him twice. So it was like a little unfortunate. Everyone else, the deck just functioned just fine again. So he was my only 2 losses in the tournament. But yeah, it just happens. But yeah, overall it was a really good run. I got 2nd place, so I'm pretty happy with that. And it was a really fun tournament. And yeah, so if you guys enjoy this content, just like and subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to like E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. Join the Discords, the Format Library Discord and the EdisonFormat.com Discords. There's a lot of good Edison content there. And if you guys made it this far watching all the videos for this little mini series I did for like the tournament run, just to see how the deck function, thanks for watching all the videos, and I hope you enjoyed it all. Anyways, take care everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.